Taking the hat off. All right, so we got taking my hat off. My hair doesn't look too bad, does it? Looks like there was some revert, some revert confusion. That's why I threw the hat off. All right. So we got 3 more rounds here. We're watching some Watch Your Step versus some ASM. ASM sounds like a weird sex thing. And I got some Crown Royal. Gotta drink the Crown Royal and chase that with root beer, and then chase the root beer with water. And it's the only way to drink it. As I'm an old man. So usually I drink Crown on the rocks, but I've recently switched to drinking it, neat or whatever. I don't know how I feel. Oh, pick another game? Okay. We'll do this one then. Mains versus mains. Oh, Jared wants me to cover Joe versus Gemp Tom. Okay. Where is it? There it is. Okay. I do as I'm told when people tell me stuff. Sometimes people don't tell me stuff. Okay. I mean, I know we just covered a game from Joe, but I mean, he's Joe Olsen. He's the world champion. His games get covered. It's the way we work. It's the way things work here. Look at those hand sizes. Tom has 22 cards in hand. A Rebel Spy has 15 cards in hand. That's real Star Wars CCG right there. So Ninth Sister, another Leia Rebel Princess, but I think is pretty balanced. I mean, I think most decks play a lot of characters that are ability above 3. And again, it's total battle destiny, right? Yeah, resets the total opponent's total battle destiny to 0. So it's not it doesn't blank their ability. Man, he's playing Zuckuss and Mist Hunter and Ninth Sister. He's playing all the Leia Rebel Princesses. Tatooine Maul and Shizor next. Yeah. I mean, Shizor's even more like balanced because it's not even like he doesn't. I don't even think he gets around if unable to otherwise. So whatever happened earlier. Are you getting static in my mic or anything? I'm noticing the the waveform is bouncing when I'm not talking. Okay. Chad's always the one that notices, so I appreciate you. Confirming. Yeah, I don't know. The audio mixer thing's weird. It's probably just picking up like a little bit of fan noise, and it looks like it's more than it is. But yeah, I mean, we're in whatever round 4, game 4 of this heat, and I haven't had a single time where we needed to refresh or anything. So that's good. I think even this morning I feel like there were like, the normal lags of Gemp. There she is. That's not where you're supposed to deploy Leia Rebel Princess. I guess she can shoot the droid with it. Yep, my nemesis. That's true. I guess her job is to shoot the droid, but yeah, you expect it to be not against Imperials. Chad says, "I see why they made us watch this." Yep, all the Leia's Rebel Princess, Leia Rebels Princess. That image is like, I don't know. I'm like back. It's very, I don't know. It kind of feels like an afterthought. I don't like the image on Leia Rebel Princess as much as some other images. So if Zuckus and Mistheimer was parked at a site, then Leia Rebel Princess would zero its ability. So yeah, Tom is playing this sevens deck that he apparently went like 26-1 or 25-0 or something in the OCS with. Yeah, I think when I get up to refill my drink, I'm going to put some ice in it if we have any. Need some ice. I mean, the good thing about drinking it without the ice is it'll all hit me at once. 24-0 in the Road to PC20 League from Adam Fletcher, who I think I said this morning that I met you in person at Worlds, and I don't think I did. I think that was Mr. Fahrenheit. Sometimes I get you two mixed up because both of you watch my streams. Not that I stream all that often, but Montana and Utah are close to each other too. Okay. Sorry, just checking on a few things here. All right, we've got some viewers. All right. So my next, so first of all, this way, because I think some people from the marketing team are watching. This way, you know that I'm doing the right thing. My token for the stickers is Dengar's modified riot gun. So, if you're participating in this sticker promotion thing, then my token is Dengar's modified riot gun. But I've got a promotion of my own, because I like to give away a few things when I do these streams. So I got a trivia question. Thought it was in Tom's deck. Yeah, no. It's just in the stream. So I do have a trivia question for you watching. And the winner gets a sealed booster pack of Aw Real Monsters trading cards. Oblina, one of the lead characters in the Nickelodeon cartoon from the mid-90s, Aw Real Monsters, was voiced by Christine Cavanaugh. what character did from a famous 1995 what animal character from a famous 1995 live action film did she also do the voice for? So what animal from a famous 1995 film did the voice of Oblina from All Real Monsters also voice? All right. Drew that 10 for Weapon Destiny. And R. Surson has it. It was Babe. Christine Cavanaugh also voiced Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory, as well as Chucky Finster. So Ryan, I will be sending out the sealed pack of All Real Monsters trading cards. Out to you at some point here. That was a good job answering that. I thought that was going to be a tough one. Earlier, Chad won a pack of I Love Lucy trading cards. Maybe I'll give out another pack later. Yeah, I'm kind of hooked on these random trading cards from the 90s. Because you can buy booster boxes just like you used to be able to buy Star Wars booster boxes for like $20 or $30. And it's fun opening packs. Playing Control and Set for Stun to cancel the drain. We should virtualize those? Yes. Definitely that'd be an option. Lucy Rebel Princess. Yes. Sounds like she heard us talking about her. This is my cat Lucy. I don't know if I've ever introduced her on screen, on Steam, on stream. Talking is hard. Acmina has been on stream many times, but I don't think Lucy has. We got Lucy about 6 months ago. The lady whose cat had kittens reached out to me at Worlds actually. And sent us a picture of her. She was a little teeny tiny at the time. Now she's a little bit bigger. She looks like a cat. Joe drawing up another big hand. Another revert. It's almost like it's been a long day. But yeah, Genpu's been running super smoothly this afternoon. I've been really impressed. Famous last words, I'm sure, but... Emperor Palpatine. That's pretty cool. Using Dooku just straight up force lightninging a Jedi. That's pretty badass. That is pretty badass. Wow. She wanted to be on screen again. Or maybe she did. I don't know. Seemed like she wanted some attention. Guess not. Rebel Spy says Gemp was auto passing. Says it fixed itself. Maybe taking an action jogged it out. So I grabbed a pizza from Papa John's for dinner. No, it doesn't have the best reputation, but I like Papa John's a lot. I think for the price, it's about as good as it gets. And I mean, pizza doesn't need to be that great. It can just be good enough, you know. I'm a little off center. But yeah, I got a fresh pepperoni pizza right out of the oven, all hand tossed and whatnot. It really hit the spot. The Chipotle I had for lunch, not the best. And then I made my own breakfast. Made my own breakfast today. Had sausage, eggs, and a blueberry bagel. Hey, Zeke's Halcyon. Tournament's going good. We're watching Joe Olsen play against Gemp Tom's really high Destiny Orasing Blaster deck that went 24-0 in the road to PC20 event. Burrito Drive. Okay. I will keep that in mind. I'll definitely be driving through Madison, Wisconsin when I'm going to Nationals in July. It's a nice drive. Get some cheese in Wisconsin and all that. Yeah, the rifle, it's interesting. Those Orasing decks are always hard to play because you got, Red Salsa is amazing. I will remember that. Yeah, I like to think of myself as a pretty good breakfast cook. How long is the drive to Nationals from Columbus? I think I think Google says it's 11 hours. So it'll be a little bit longer than that probably. It basically what I did the last time was I drove basically to Madison, Wisconsin, or maybe a little bit not quite to there. I drove like to middle of nowhere, Wisconsin, and stopped for the night, and then drove the rest of the way the next day. And it's a long drive, but I'm gonna fly to Worlds this year, but I'm not. I don't really default to flying, and it was a pretty relaxing drive. Like a lot of being out in the middle of nowhere and pretty much staying on like you go to almost Star Wars cars is definitely worth it, but you pretty much stay on the same freeway the whole time, and yeah, only driving through Chicago and like the area around Chicago is like pretty bad, but the rest not so bad. And there are actually like, whenever I travel, I try to look for like, roadside restaurants or roadside attractions or whatever. And another freaking Leia Rebel Princess. So is he playing multiples? Or is that the same one? I don't know. He just wanted to make me angry if I played him. But he's got freaking Force Lightning. That's so funny. But yeah, it's a nice drive. And the like driving through Wisconsin, like, okay, so Zeke's Halcyon, if you're in Wisconsin, you know this, that there's places where you can get cheese that are like right off the highway. It's like a dairy farm and they have like a store and the cheese is good and the cheese is cheap. There's one place in Ohio called Grandpa's Cheese Barn that is like kind of like that, except for the cheese is like ungodly expensive. And it's so frustrating. There are a few places where you can't get cheese in Wisconsin. Yeah. But like, you just like right off the freeway, there were like 3 or 4 place, and I don't know. I thought it was really neat. And you go there and it's like $5 for some cheese. Like, it was gonna be like $20 for some cheese if I went to Grandpa's Cheese Barn. And and it's like Ohio's also got like farms and stuff. I don't know why there isn't also that in Ohio. All right. Well, Solo took out Count Dooku. Well, that's another thing. Zeke's Halcyon says that his dad moved to Florida and he always had to bring him cheese. Like, it's a very good, like, if you have family members that if you have family members that like you want to buy little souvenirs for your trip, like, oh, it's cool, it's fancy cheese, and it was like $4, as opposed to sometimes, if you like, I don't usually do that, because if you're gonna buy a souvenir from a place that's not junk, you got to spend $20 or whatever. Right, a bag of curds. That's a big thing. The cheese curds. Cheese curds and bread cheese. Yeah. Good beef sticks. Yeah, I'll look for those. Oh no, Legends of Tomorrow is getting canceled. That's lame. Oh well. Maybe I'll get caught up. Yeah, that's too bad. I don't know if you guys watch the CW shows, but Legends of Tomorrow, it's a pretty good show. As is Superman and Lois. Highly recommend them. The Flash was good, and then it got bad. Arrow ended. Supergirl ended too, but I dropped off. Freeze? No. Okay. Maybe my computer froze, but I don't think. I think I'm still good. Food sounds good. I'm hungry. I'll have to have a few bites. I got a few bites left of my burrito from earlier that wasn't very good. I'll have to have those when I go up to refill my drink. But I still got that much left, so. There we go, Prince Shizor. Another Leia Rebel Princess. So did we have all of them in this game? We had Leia Rebel Princess, we had Zuckuss and Stunner, we had Shizor, we had whatever number sister. We just didn't have Tatooine Maul. Oh my. Took a big sip and it's making me go. Yes, they have the special 20th anniversary Players Committee backs in Gemp. Very cool stuff. So let's take a look at numbers here. 14, 21 in life force for Tom with 12 in hand takes us to 33. And then Rebel Spy has 21 plus 6 takes us to 27. So we're still early enough in the game, although yeah, this deck definitely plays Tom's deck definitely plays by different rules. Had another revert. So the secret to beating Joe Olson apparently is just deny all of his reverts. No, that would be a jerky thing to do. Cat's begging for attention as usual. But if I pick her up, she won't. She'll want to get down. So I know that we have a light side Mara now, and kind of the rules have changed with like it's easier to have more light side and dark, light side and dark side versions of a character or whatever. But it was always interesting to me that Mara Jade was introduced to the card game as a dark side character, um, because she's kind of like she kind of wants to kill Luke in the Thrawn trilogy. Like she really from the get-go is clearly a good guy. Like if you're talking in terms of good guys and bad guys, in the Star Wars universe, she's definitely a good guy. Like, and she works with Talon Card, who was made as a light side card, like around the same time. Like it's such a weird, it was such a weird choice. I'd really like to talk to whoever made that decision. Oh, now she wants up. She's a cute little cat, though. And she's very smart and well behaved. Maybe just need another dark side main. I think that's probably the case. It definitely is. And I think it's like, you even think about it now, like even though there's so many iconic dark side villains in in Star Wars, there are more heroes, that are on that. And I think that the bounty hunters in the movies specifically get 4 frames. They're in like one shot. No, none of them have lines except for Boba Fett. But like Dengar doesn't have any lines. Bosk doesn't have any lines except for maybe Growl. Or no, I think Bosk says rest Luke Roth. I don't know, but like, but they had action figures and had the generation of imagination or whatever. And so that gives Darkseid mains a head start, but it definitely is the case. So did they add? I'm trying to think if around the time, was it just that Luke had gotten stronger that they added Mara? Like Master Luke. Oh, because you can't play Jedi Knights, you can only play Jedi Masters. But yeah, I'm trying to think around that time if there was another. Yeah, I mean, I guess Luke had kind of had a lot of power creep over the last few sets. Because you really, yeah, I mean, in the. But yeah, I'll bet it did have to do with. But you also had Prince Shizor. He's a kind of a dark side man. I don't know. It's just an interesting choice because she was definitely from the get, like she was never a, even though she was the Emperor's hand, she was like, it's not like she was ever written as a villain. Like she was kind of from the get go written as someone who maybe, maybe a little bit of an anti-hero, but like she was clearly always a good guy, And I mean, Star Wars is full of morally gray characters, which is why it's interesting that we differentiate everything between light side and dark side. And if it wasn't for frickin' Dark Side Lando, who, in a different world, I think could have worked, but like I think Dark Side Lando, like I don't know, if it wasn't for Dark Side Lando, and it wasn't for and then eventually Anakin Skywalker and stuff, that makes it a little bit too hard. I think the Star Wars CCG world has done a good job of boiling it down. It's like fundamentally this is a good guy, fundamentally this is a bad guy, but a combination of there being more and more morally gray characters, and then also, like, to me, just like a need to open up new design space and everything. I think that I think design's choice to change the persona rules was a good call. I think it's been an experiment that has paid off. I like Darkside Kira. Feels right. Because she's definitely a light side character at some points, and she's definitely a dark side character at other points in the one film that she's been in. So we got Choke Vader. We were just talking about Choke Vader. Everything comes around. Or Star Wars card people just talk about the same 5 things over and over again. Yeah, so we got Choke Vader and Prince Shizor. Rentable Papa. That's a screen name. I think so. Before we have Ben Solo, I do think eventually we should get a Ben Solo card, but I think there needs to be more content that's written about him. Like, I think I've said this, for a long time. I think that the Clone Wars cartoon is very important for Anakin Skywalker because it shows without asterisk that he was a hero. If you just watch episode 2, like, he's kind of angsty, he's kind of self-absorbed, and he definitely has, and he kills the Tusken Raiders. He has his brush with the dark side. If you go into episode 3, yes, we do get that moment, that first battle where he's straight up a hero, but he also kills Count Dooku. I really liked how in the Clone Wars cartoon, for most of it, he was just, they established like this guy was truly a hero and everything. And I think we need some of that for Ben Solo. The only content that, at least that I've consumed of Ben Solo, has been the movies, and then the comic book that Charles Soule wrote about his fall. But he was a bad guy there. he keeps doing these force lightnings on Jedis, and it's like, what? he's like a zap. That's the craziest. Solid Snack is not in the chat right now, I don't think. He asked me what the craziest thing I saw all day. That is the craziest thing I've seen. Like, he must, I don't know how many Force Lightnings he's playing, but he's done that at least 4 times. Oh, Joe doesn't have the aim high out. Ryan's right. I think you could, yeah, I think you could design a Ben Solo card that is him coming back to the light side at the end of 9. Although that's one of those instances that I mean, like, I don't think that Lando was ever evil. I mean, Tom's ahead. Tom can, if you can use Force Lightning on freaking Mace Windu and Qui-Gon Jinn, like, what are you supposed to do? What are you even supposed to do? That's the craziest. That's the craziest thing. Yep, got there. Rebel Spy has conceded. And I am tired. So I am going to... So this was 4. So we got 2 more rounds after this. Looks like we've got several games still going strong. Let me see. Okay. So it looks like JNAP is streaming. I need to decide whether I'm going to keep going or not. I think I'm going to at least take a break for the rest of this round. I'll probably do at least one more game after this round. I think I got one more in me, but I'm starting to drag. So, I'll find one more booster pack to give out. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you have not already made a note of it, Dengar's modified riot gun is my sticker token. If you don't know what that is, it's on the forums. I don't totally understand the program, but Dengar's modified riot gun is my sticker token. And IG-88 with whatever his gun's called was my sticker token this morning. So you can use that too. I didn't say it that much, but yeah, I will. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do one more, but I'm gonna take a break until the next round because it looks like there's only a few games left and we've got a few people streaming, so I think we should be covered until the next round. So we'll see you then.